Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a general reading for the sign of Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Aries, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings, and if you're interested in signing up for one of those or in making a donation, the information regarding that can be found in the About section of my YouTube page, and I thank you so much in advance. Aries, I hope that you're doing well. I'm going to be using two decks for your reading today. One card for the overall energy from the Human Spirit Oracle, and using the Pulp Tarot to have a little bit of a spicy reading for your tarot deck today. So this is for Aries. Oh, that was right away. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Number 18, which corresponds to the Moon card in the major arcana, so could be some secrets and mysteries abounding in your life at the moment. The words are, I'm possible. I'm possible. I find this, to be honest with you, one of the more slightly disturbing cards in this deck, just because it's rather ghostly. And it's like, who's behind the mirror or the cup or the whatever, this portal? Who's standing behind? I always want to know who's standing behind. And that's kind of the forever mystery to it. But I'm possible. It kind of talks about this emergence of you, kind of coming out of something that's like against all odds. Like I see like you're going to defy expectations with something, and against all odds you're kind of going to emerge from something, maybe with, this is such a strange beginning to your reading, but it's almost like shedding a skin or kind of donning a new one, whatever that means. You can see here there's like paint all over her face. It's like I don't know, like a new identity. To clarify that, but the moon in the major arcana represents Pisces energy. It's kind of like, I describe the moon card as this body in the sky that illuminates in the darkness. It controls the tides, of course, but the light that is cast from the moon just leads to a lot of shadows and dark corners. And a lot of that is psychological. So there could be some shadow energies that you're dealing with, perhaps in your own mind. Perhaps you're looking to reinvent yourself and having to say to yourself, I'm possible. 3 cards for the base spread, 3 cards for clarifier. Past, present, and future. One card fell down. Okay. 2 more. 1 more. Thank you. Wow, that last card just right out the deck. So in the past energy, we start with the Ace of Cups. Beautiful, brand new offer of love, commitment, something creative that spoke to your heart space. It was gifted to you by the divine. You accepted it. I can see here it's like the cup overfloweth. The cup is abundant. The cup is, it's the cup that keeps on giving, is what Spirit just said. And yet, here's the Knight of Wands. This is your element. The Wands is all about fire energy. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Knight of Wands. Knights always bring messages and fast action. So, of all the knights, though, the Knight of Wands is kind of like, I would always classify this knight as being the least reliable. So it's not to say that this knight isn't full of ideas and full of passion and full of kind of sexuality, creativity, like excitement, spontaneity, all of those things. And we need to have a balance of all these things. This energy is what catapults us from a fear state and a stagnancy to movement, to action, to putting ourselves out there. That's what the Knight of Wands does in its highest vibration. In the lowest vibration of the Knight of Wands can be very much a person who is a flash in the pan, who is unreliable, who is slightly selfish, you know, like even driving on one wheel right now, it's like, does that make a lot of sense? So I feel like there's a kind of things in the past felt really seductive, really hot and heavy, like it really spoke to you, but then there's this kind of instability, like with the car that's up on this one wheel and this wheel is about to blow out. It's like it feels like there's instability, like the cup was accepted and then something kind of maybe ran off the rails a little bit. Can I have a clarifier on the Knight of Wands? Thank you. Justice. So Justice is a major arcana card. Major Arcana, the first 22 cards of the tarot deck. And they talk about divine energies, divinely guided energies, and karmic balance. Well, this particular Major Arcana card. It's a big deal when we get Major Arcana cards in tarot readings. Because it's not just about your free will. Although your free will has a lot to do with it. It's almost like now spirit has to get involved. Justice is like things are coming into balance, but this is a really unconventional justice card because there's a lot of flames. This is the Libra energy. So Libra is the air element. And yet in this justice card, there's a lot of fire. So I can't ignore that. Okay, they just, Spirit just played the song that goes, burning down the house. I don't know who sings that song. It's from the 80s. It's like a new wave song from the 80s. Oh, is it the 80s? Maybe it's the 70s. Burning down the house. Like, we're not talking about that, doing that. No one's doing that. No one better be doing that. But it's like kind of throwing every caution to the wind, just like, it's not here, but I see the Tower energy. I see the Tower card. It's like something had to be a little leveled for there to be justice. For things to come into... I need another clarifier because this is strange. Three of Pentacles. It had to do with plans that were laid, collaboration between people. As you can see in this card, it's depicting like a bank heist or something, and everybody's got their hand in the pot. And everybody has an idea of how things should be done, right? And it's almost as if I see you, it's weird, it's like I see you like lighting fire to these plans. Thank you, Spirit. I just honked the horn. lighting fire to the plans, because this is the energy that's just like overriding everything. It's almost like I can hear the engine of this car. And, you know, in all of this, lost in the shuffle is this. What happened to this? Maybe this is what you're asking yourself right now. Where is the love, they just said. Where is the love? Aries, did something kind of get away from you? Like, now I see, I always reference Indiana Jones somehow, but it's like I see the boulder kind of tumbling, and Indy is like running in front of it. It's kind of like that's how I see you, just like trying to outrun the boulder. I'm not sure, but I'm just giving you all of the scenes and the references and whatever, and if it resonates, it resonates. But I do see there's this, you know, where's the love? What happened? You know, all of it, it's almost like it was like all of this crazy action was happening, this fire and this like bringing things into balance, and like, but what about me, right? It's just, but what about this gift, this blessing? It's not necessarily that I think you've lost it. Oh, Spirit just said lost the plot. Lost the plot. I'm going to ask for one more clarifier. Where's the Ace of Cups? Nine of Wands. Right away. This card flipped out. Nine of Wands. Again, lots of fire. Nine of Wands is talking about somebody who is tenacious, the wounded warrior. Maybe you got so busy putting out fires that you used up all of your water on this. That's rough, Aries. This is not going to resonate for everybody, but like, if this resonates for you, I'm sorry, because I feel like this is rough. It's like you had to use all the water from this cup of love to put out this fire, and then here you are, kind of like almost like floating in it. Like, I feel like this, your past energy is full of extremes. I get this sense that it's full of extremes, like extreme energies. And so even when you brought this kind of love in, even that went to some kind of extreme, to the point now where it's kind of like you're like drowning in it. Water in the tarot is emotions. It's like overrun by the emotions. Where are we in the present moment? Magician in the upright, that's good. Magician, major arcana number 1. Magician has the power of all 4 suits of the tarot, as you can see here. All 4 suits are represented. It's this idea that we can harness all of the resources at our disposal, our strategy and our wits, our pentacles, our finances, our money, our connections, our emotions, and our feelings, and our love, and our friendship, and our passion, and our excitement. And put that all together, mix it all up, and then out comes a manifestation. So the magician is somebody who manifests. So you could be like manifesting something new at this time, like really nose to the grindstone and trying to figure out what is your next kind of great adventure. but I do see here the Six of Wands in reverse. So there could have been a loss of something. Six of Wands in the upright is all about victory, right? You can see here it's like the ticker tape parade, everyone's celebrating, ushering in this like new prosperity, that kind of energy, but the card is in reverse. So it's kind of like saying like you're, you know what Spirit just said to me? Licking your wounds. Licking your wounds. So you could have suffered some kind of setback, and now you are trying to manifest something new. Ten of Cups, Eight of Swords in reverse. I was going to have what was the setback. So Ten of Cups, Eight of Swords in the reverse. It's interesting, this Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups talks about kind of blissfulness, happiness. But in this particular card, it talks to me about expectation. So you can see here, they're all like at a bowling alley, lots of trophies on the back wall. It's almost like this is you kind of waiting, anticipating. And then there's all of these other family members or friends or onlookers, kind of watching and waiting to see what's about to happen. But again, you see how he's like jumped up in the air? His feet are not touching the ground. Just like this car not touching, like it's barely touching the ground here, but it's not stable. This is not stable. There's something to that. There's some instability in your life right now, but like from the outside, looks like happy home, happy life. Right? But Eight of Swords in the reverse. Eight of Swords is the analysis paralysis card. It's the anxiety card. Here's that moon reference, right? We saw number 18 here, the moon. Here's that moon. Here's those shadows. I told you the shadows. It's like something is like fixating your thoughts, and it's really difficult to move past it. Very difficult to move past the anxiety about this. It's like I almost see this as, I don't see you stopping. Like, I don't see there, it doesn't seem like right now you have any stagnancy, because the ball is literally, it's rolling. It's already going. It's already moving. But I don't know that you are entirely confident about the outcome. I mean, who can be confident about the outcome? But, you know, there's some true gambles in life, sure. But then other times when we focus our attention on something, where your attention goes, you know, prosperity flows, or whatever that expression is. So it's like when we work really hard on something, a project, let's say, like eventually you're going to accomplish something great, because if you focus all your energy on it, there's going to be an outcome. And if you're diligent about it and you work hard, you're going to have an outcome that is going to reward you in some way, be fruitful in some way, or teach you very valuable skills that will lead to abundance elsewhere. But you're going to get something out of it. So in that sense, we can't always know like the future, but we know what we're putting into something. But here it's almost like you like rolled the ball between your legs, and like it just, you know, you kind of threw it willy-nilly down the aisle, and it's just like, where's it gonna go? What's it gonna do? I don't know. but I know it's kind of like on the outside it looks like this, and on the inside it looks like that, like really wrapped up, kind of isolated. In the future potential, King of Cups in the reverse, Scorpio energy, and the Two of Pentacles. So here now, there's a little bit of stagnancy in the future potential. This is just the message you need to hear today. Just remember, you always have free will, and you can change the outcome. But the King of Cups in the reverse is somebody who is really not connecting with their emotional body, their emotional state. Their energy is maybe outwardly focused. We're not looking at how we feel about anything. It's almost like I can see you just like, I'm going on vacation and I'm not going to think about my problems. I just got this really weird image of this dude dipping his cup into the sea and trying to drink salt water. I hope that's not you, because you can't drink salt water. It's very toxic. But it's like, here's that fish trying to jump into the cup, and the cup isn't even in the direction to catch the fish. Like, you're not quite understanding where your prosperity is. You're a little, I feel disoriented. I feel a little disconnection. And with the Two of Pentacles, this is kind of just trying to juggle a lot of different things, but it's keeping you stuck. You see how, like, this time, feet firmly planted on the ground. This is also an earth energy with the Pentacles. Is this your, oh, this is your second Pentacles card, but firmly on the ground, but almost too firmly, stuck. Juggling, juggling, juggling. Can I have a clarifier for these two cards? Thank you. Two of Cups in reverse. This is tough, Aries. Two of Cups in the upright talks about divine partnership, divine union, two equals coming together. Can also talk about the connection between you and your higher self. This card is in reverse. Spirit is really emphasizing the fact that it's really important for you at this time to quiet the mind. Like, really quiet it down, like all the way down. Like, really go into meditation, ground yourself, go out in nature, get some perspective, because I think things feel overwhelming to you right now. Like, higher and higher and higher. And I don't want you to feel as though you don't have options, and because I don't think that's true, but there is a disconnect that I see coming up for you that is really important. Like, these are two Cups energies in reverse. It really has to do with the heart space. And this is a disconnection from all of that. So kind of return back to the self if you can so manage it, even if it's difficult. What is your advice, Spirit, please? Look, Eight of Cups in the reverse. There's another Cups card in reverse. Eight of Cups in reverse kind of talks to me about a homecoming. Coming home to the self. Right, this is a walking away energy, so when it's in reverse, it's like coming back. Spirit, I asked Spirit for their advice, and they said it's about returning to the self and the understanding and the comfort within one's own skin. Very, very important. That's your reading, Aries. I hope that it resonated. It was a tough one, but it's just the message you need to hear today so that you can catapult yourself into, one, a place of forgiveness and self-love, and two, a place of taking action to improve whatever this dicey situation is. If this reading resonated, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Please hit the bell notification to be updated as to when I post new readings. Thank you, Aries.